We were approached by WWT to create a short promotional piece that would introduce everyone to their new character, Dusty Duck.
So the look of Dusty was originally designed by Aardman Animation. It was after this stage had been completed that WWT came to us at ScaryCat Studios and asked us to bring Dusty to life using stop frame animation.
We thought stop frame would be a really good way of doing Dusty because you just get so much expression, so much life in the character, and it's so much easier to play with the emotions.
As much as we knew what Dusty looked like, we didn't know actually what his mannerisms were, how he presented himself to the world, like who is Dusty Duck?
His character's evolved a bit over the time we've been working with him into more of a wide-eyed wonder, wow, that's amazing, waving your hands around sort of character.
Well, after we established the main characteristics and mannerisms of Dusty, we were left with one last key element. What does Dusty sound like? Well, we found a voice artist named John Lovell who did an absolutely brilliant job of capturing the excitement and enthusiasm that Dusty has.
Come and see me, Dusty Duck!
So a good voice performance is a lovely thing to work with because you've got so much inspiration for what to do.
In order to make Dusty Duck into a stop frame puppet, we initially had to start by making a master sculpt version of him. This sculpt had to be made in a way where the head and the arms and the body and the tail, it could all come apart. And then these separate elements would all then be taken away to have their separate moulds made.
Well, we then needed to determine the colour recipes needed for the various elements of the modelling clay. The modelling clay we use isn't straight out of the packet. We add a percentage of chalk and wax to ensure that we get just the right firmness needed for animating. After that, we press out the separate pieces to make up the puppet version of Dusty. Other elements such as the eyes and top beaks were made from solid resin rather than modelling clay.
Because he's speaking in this shoot, he has to have a whole range of different mouths, which means that he can sort of spell out the words and we understand it.
You can also follow the new Dusty Duck trail!
So as much as Dusty Duck is a stop frame puppet, we wanted to actually make it appear as though he was located in one of the WWT centres. So all the animation of Dusty Duck was shot against green screen. The Dusty Duck trail was starting in Slimbridge, so we also went to Slimbridge and shot live action footage of the area at the centre. So we had to be very, very aware of matching the camera angles and the lighting so that when the two shots were then composited together, it seemed like actually Dusty was on location.
The Dusty Duck Trail will go on tour around the UK, starting at Slimbridge in the summer of 2016, and then we'll go around our Martinmere, our London centres, and around the rest of the estates over the course of 2017 and beyond. We're seeing Dusty very much as a way of communicating with younger children, family audiences, so he's going to be around for a very long time.
See you soon!